Hey, what's up? So, today the lightning is not that great here. Well, it's very late at night. It's 9:28, and I wanted to procrastinate again and be like, I'll make that video later on, but this is such a great news, a great day for me. I'll be like, fuck it. And even at 9:30, I did some makeup. It's not perfect. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not used to doing that, but yeah, I think anyway. So by the title below, as you know, it's 8,000 in 2.5, 3 months. So how I did that and how can you do it? So the first, and yeah, the background setting is not that great, but I have a TV. Look at that. Nice, eh? Yeah, it's just because we're doing renovation, so that's why I didn't film many videos because even though you're going to say, oh, Emily, you're procrastinating or whatsoever, I didn't have much place to put my laptop and yeah. Anyway, long story short, so the first thing that you can do like now, right now, and you can pick up your phone and do that and save money is reduce your bill. I know I said that in a previous video, so I'm going to put a link like here, or it will be in the description box below. So I'm with Fido, and they actually have and I'm not sponsored for that. I wish I was. So they have a program that reduces your bill. So if you cut data off your phone, you can actually save money. And I was paying like $55, which was down to $40 per month. I know you're going to say like, oh, it's just $10, but you don't know how much $10 can go. And the proof is that within 2.5 months, I was able to save $8,000. So worth trying, hey? Just putting it out there. And yeah, what's the catch? So the thing is that you have to get data. So for me, as you know, I work from home. So I have Wi-Fi at home. I don't necessarily need the data unless I go and buy grocery because I'm going to put a video for that as well. To save money, as you know, I buy in bulk, so I buy every month. I would take the bus to go to a grocery store, and you guys are lucky because you don't pay bus at the moment. So I would go to the grocery store and pay for the bus, and then take an Uber and come back home. It's going to be $15 an Uber, and it's just for 1 month. It's not like I take Uber every time. So yeah. And another advantage I found to that is that it actually pushed me out of my comfort zone. It's been a month. I've changed where I live, and I don't have data. I wanted to go to the beach, and it took me like an hour of walk. And we're in summer, it's like 30-ish degrees out there, and I was walking in the sun. And I'm not Indian, even though lots of people think I am. I'm actually an island girl. It's a shame that an island girl was like melting in that sun. But anyway, long story short, I didn't have data. I still walked to the beach. Normally it takes 30 minutes. It took me an hour, and literally, I literally stop people on the road and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't have data. Can you please um, indicate me where's the beach? Can you tell me where's the beach?" And you'll be surprised. Some people didn't stop. I don't know why. Maybe I was like weird whatsoever. They have their own reason. But lots of people did stop. Postmen, women. No, there was no men, just women. And they'd be like, oh, you got the wrong road, so you need to go down. And I would go down. And actually, while doing that, I actually memorized the path to go to the beach. So anyway, the first thing is reduce your bill. That's something you can do right now to save money, right now. The second thing is go for pantry recipe. So there's a lot of recipe out there, and I think I've watched most of them. The Frugal Fit Mom, What's for Dinner, and I will go for pantry, and it helps a lot because you think you don't have food, but actually when you look at your pantry, you'll be like, oh, I can match this with that, I can match that with that. This is a very frugal way of living, and I pride myself a lot in being a frugal person. So yeah, but they save me a ton of money. Like people would um spend like 150 on their grocery. I'll spend like 65 to 80 bucks, and I do have a video on that if you want to. The third thing that you can do is downsize for rent. So if you are in a single room, you can actually uh share. Well, it's not the best thing, especially since I've moved into a single room. I don't see myself sharing anymore. But well, you need to do what you need to do. When you want something, you need to look for a solution and go for it. So for me, I didn't go for sharing, but I moved into a new house, which cut my rent from $75. So I was paying X amount of money, and now I pay minus $75. And because the house is under renovation, and the landlord was moving me here and there, I actually got the first month for free. So you can say like, hey Emily, you were able to save $8,000 because you didn't pay for the first month. But trust me, if you follow all these steps and the other steps that I'm going to give you, you should be fine. And if it's not 2.5 months, it's definitely going to be 3 months. So the fourth thing is work a lot. God knows, I didn't post a lot, and I didn't post any video lately, and I didn't post a lot on Instagram, like maybe once or twice. And by the way, if you want to go on my Instagram, it's free. So yeah. Anyway, I worked a lot. I work like 60 hours per week, and you guys know I have co-op as well, so it's like maybe 50 hours of work and 10 hours of co-op. And you'll say like, oh Emily, how did you do that? You're an international student, you don't have a right to do that. Well, thank you mom, thank you dad. I don't come from a rich family. So when you come from a poor family, you look for solution, and this taught me to look for loopholes. Turns out that during the pandemic, you if your job is related to services that help people during the pandemic, you are allowed to work full time even though you're an international student. So in Ontario, I'm just going to talk for Ontario because I had done research on Ontario and I'm in Ontario. So you are allowed to work full time, which for me means also you are allowed to do overtime. And in Ontario, you can do up until 60 hours of overtime. So, well, this is my advice. Don't quote me on that. I've done my research. I talked to um, an immigration advisor at school. I called a private firm, and I'm actually into my co-op at the moment, summer co-op. So please, these are my advice. This is the research I've done, but please do your due diligence. The second thing is that, well, merged with the fourth thing, I did lots of overtime. I was working like 11 hours to 12 hours a time per day. So maybe I would be working like 5 days per week, and on these 5 days, 3 of them would be 13 to, let's say, 10 to 13 hours per day, which guys is a lot. I was depressed, I was sad, I was tired and everything. I really thank my landlord because I think if I was alone, I wouldn't make it. I also want to thank my super great friend Dina. She is an awesome being, and I recently gave her the title of Guardian Angel, and she really is. This girl is amazing. Dina, I know you don't know I have a YouTube channel, but if one day you fall into this video, just know that I love you very much. And my last tip before, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have my list here. Is doing cash jobs. So, um, as you know, I'm really into financial stuff. So I would see like side hustles every time. Oh, I sold this, I sold that. You can sold it on Craigslist, on Marketplace. I didn't really think it would work. I would be like, yeah, it's a pandemic, people are not interested, blah blah blah. Wrong. I was so wrong. I made like 150 bucks in 3 days. So okay, how did I get these furnitures? So a guy was living here and he moved recently and he didn't take his furniture with him. And the landlord knows I was, not everyone knew it, but the landlord knew I was saving money. And he was like, you know what? I don't care about these furnitures. You need money. If you're able to sell these, you keep the money for you. I'll be like, sure, okay. So I just took pictures. Well, I would say you need to take good pictures, but the people would say you need to take good pictures. I would say you need to take appealing pictures just to make it look nice. Or so I took pictures and people were like texting me the next day or within 2 days being like, oh, is it still available? Is it still available? Some people actually try to lower the price. It really depends on you, but long story short, I made like $150 and uh you can do it too. There's lots of things I saw which was free for uh on Facebook Marketplace, so you can actually just pay for transport, or if you have a truck, you can go ahead and get these furnitures, put it in your garage, and then sell it on Facebook Marketplace. If no one wants it, you can give it for free. If someone wants it, then good for you. So, and my very last tip, and I said that in a video previously, and it actually works, is your taxes. So especially for international students, you pay a lot of money. I'll go into much detail in another video called This is how you can save for rent, and I'm going to put a link down below for that. But you're an international student, so you pay, like for me, for one semester, I paid $8,000 per semester, and I have 4 semesters. So you pay a lot of money, and luckily you have tax. You can claim the tax on that. So it's free. Go ahead and take that. Who doesn't want like free money? So just file your tax, get that, and you should be able to be okay. And within 3 months, you should be able to have saved like $8,000 as well. So this video was a bit long. Uh, it was really long. I don't know how many people are going to watch it till the end, but it was fun for me to do that. I really wanted to do that, and I putting this out there for you. There are other things I did as well, but I really want to emphasize, and I didn't want to make the video too long, and I really wanted to emphasize on things that you can put in place and you can do, because I want to help you. And that's it. If ever you want to know what happened to me, what are the additional things that happened to me, how I was able to save it, such as I was very lucky to get food, and I actually had a bank account back in my country, like little personal stuff like that. You can comment, I can definitely reply to that, but videos are already long, and all I wanted is to put content out there to be able to help you. I know how hard it is at times, and I'm with you guys. Anyway, 13 minutes already. I'm just going to say bye, and I hope you enjoy the rest of summer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!